Good morning, good morning, good morning. I know this is too early. But I have to do this live stream because a lot happened last night and I was already sleeping. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, say yes, I can hear you. Okay. I was already sleeping when this happened, okay, but I have to share with you what's going on. Okay, good morning. If you're just entering, say hi, say you can hear me. Can you hear me? Say you can hear me. Thank you. Hello, good morning. Too early, but we have to do this. We're here to work. It's almost 8 a.m. and I have to do this so I can go back to you guys, some of you guys cases. Okay, let me break the news for you. The first news is that the DREAM Act has been introduced formally to the Senate or to the floor for debate. Okay, so let me share with you my screen so you can see the article. Okay, bipartisan pair of senators reintroduces immigration reform bill protecting dreamers. And let me just say that this is only for dreamers. And when we talk about dreamers, we are talking about DACA recipients, okay? DACA recipient, this bill was first of all introduced in 2001. It didn't go anywhere. Then it was again reintroduced, I guess, when Obama was in power. It didn't go anywhere. But now Senator Dick Durbin, Democrat from Illinois, and Lindsey Graham, Republican from South Carolina, I guess, on Thursday last night introduced the latest iteration of the DREAM Act, like the latest version of the DREAM Act, which is the DACA recipient, opening a pathway for citizenship for them. And eligible individual will actually have, will be applying for green card immediately, okay? Because some people are going to take temporary status first, but eligible individual will be able to apply for green card immediately once this bill passes. And listen, this bill is going to pass because it has a bipartisan support. Everybody is talking about it from both aisles. The Democrats are talking about it. The Republicans are for it. This bill has received a lot of support. Let me show you something here. The proposed legislation, first introduced in 2001, will give some young undocumented immigrants brought to the U.S. as children the opportunity to pursue a path towards American citizenship. So that was the old version, but they just introduced the new version 2021 last night for debate. It's up for debate, okay? And it's going to, it says that it's clear that only legislation passed by Congress can give dreamers the chance they deserve to earn their way to American citizenship. So if it passes both the House and the Senate and signed by the president, it becomes law. At that point, trust me, DACA recipients will see themselves applying for a green card, and then after 3 years, they will apply for U.S. citizenship. Eligible candidates. Okay, so DACA. Let me just comment about this. DACA recipient and advocate, people who have been advocating for DACA recipient Trust me, those people are so strong. Those people, remember back Trump sought to end DACA during his presidency, and pretty much he stopped during the Trump administration. They stopped taking new applicants, so new applications were not coming in, and they really succeeded. The DACA recipients fought. They went to court. They went to appeal, and finally they went all the way to the Supreme Court, and then the Supreme Court blocked the Trump administration attempt in June of 2020. So almost 2 years later, because remember Trump stopped those DACA applicants back in 2017, but they persevere. DACA people, you guys are dreamers. You guys can make things happen, okay? You guys have been showing that you can persevere. You have persistence. You have consistency, and you are so strong. And you fought the Trump administration all the way to the Supreme Court, and you guys won. And trust me, this one, if you guys fought the Trump administration all the way to the Supreme Court and won, and this bill is a bipartisan bill, which is supported by both the Democrat and the Republicans, it means that this has better chance of passing. Guys, you are dreamers, and America's home, and you guys are here to stay. DACA people are here to stay, okay? This is really good news. I am so excited, okay? The DREAM Act of 2021 is identical to versions introduced by Durbin and Garman in the past two sessions of Congress. It's identical. I believe it will be a starting point for us to find bipartisan breakthrough, providing relief to the dreamers and also repairing a broken immigration system. So basically, this is where they're going to start. Remember, we said that they wanted to start. Let me go back. Let me stop sharing my screen and go back. Remember, we said that they wanted to actually start breaking this legislation into pieces because this Biden immigration reform bill is so huge, so they want to start breaking it into pieces. And according to those two senators, this starting with DACA, really starting with DACA, it is a good starting point, breakthrough, bipartisan efforts, basically bringing together Democrats and Republicans in unity in support of this bill. And this bill shall pass. And if it becomes laws, really, you guys are right there, okay? Don't be calling me now. Wait until it becomes law so you can call me, so you can start applying. And you guys work already, so you have no problem applying, paying the fees to apply for your green card. And let me go deep, a little bit deeper, because it says it's the same identical version. So let me go deeper and let you know basically what is in it. How is it gonna work? Okay, if we go to Google and then we see the let me share my screen first of all. Sorry, let me share my screen so you can see it. Okay, if we go to Google and you see the DREAM Act, it's gonna tell you eligibility. How this is the when it was first introduced in 2001, but remember the senator said it is the same version, okay, the same version. So this is how it's going to work. Requirement, okay, requirement. First of all, beneficiary of the proposed DREAM Act will have to meet the following requirement to qualify: not be inadmissible to or deportable from the United States, or be in temporary protected status, have proof of having arrived in the U.S. before age 16, okay? Have proof of residency in the United States for at least 5 consecutive years. If male, born in 1960 or later, have registered with the Selective Service. Be between the ages of 12 and 35 at the time of the bill enactment. Have graduated from an American high school or obtained a GED or been admitted to an institution of higher education. Be of good moral character. This is the basic requirements for DACA. And if you already have DACA, you know that you already qualify. But now the question becomes, are you going to get a temporary legal status first, or are you going to be eligible to apply for green card immediately? That's the difference, okay? Let's talk about the difference. For conditional residence status, which means you get a legal temporary protected status first, the individual must have proof that they entered the United States before the age of 16 and must have continuously lived in the country for at least 5 years. He graduated from a United States high school or obtained a GED in the US. Demonstrate good moral character, pass criminal background checks and reviews, okay? After having obtained and held conditional status, resident status, permanent residency may be granted if the following requirements have been met in a period of 6 years. So basically, some people are going to be eligible to have a conditional green card, basically a how do we say it, the temporary legal status, okay? That's what some people will have. But eligible candidate will apply immediately for the green card, which is the permanent residency. And those are the criteria. The individual must have attended an institution of higher learning or serve in the United States military at least for 2 years, and if discharged, have received an honorable discharge, pass another series of background check, continue to demonstrate good moral character. If these requirements are not fulfilled, the conditional residents will lose their legal status and subject to deportation. So it is the same version of the bill. But remember, some people will be qualified to apply for green card immediately, but some people will be on a conditional residency first, which is a temporary legal status, which is a conditional green card, okay? So let me go back. So I am right here, right back. So this is for DACA. We know DACA dreamers, you guys have won. You have won. It appeared to me that you guys are going to start applying for your green card immediately once this bill becomes law. And it looks like the bill has a lot of support and the bill will become law. Let me show you one more thing, and not the last thing, but the one before the last one. Let me share my screen again and just show you how much support you have. DACA recipients, you have a lot of support about this bill, okay? Okay, this is the American Immigration Lawyer Association, and we are supporting you guys. So it says here, the American Immigration Lawyer Association welcomes Bipartisan Dream Act of 2021, calls on Congress to take action on this and other necessary immigration legislation. So we are supporting you fully, and we're just welcoming this. And we're also, it says here, in addition to the Dream Act, the AILA, which is the American Immigration Lawyer Association, will also be advocating for passage of President Biden's immigration reform bill and other proposals that legalize all people who have been living in the United States for years and have contributing to the strength and prosperity of the nation. So, although we are starting with DACA, the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrival, but it's not going to stop. The support is not going to stop there. We are going to support again with people, asylum, like asylees, people who have been here undocumented for years, but they have been supporting the economic system of the United States. So we are going to support the bigger version of the Biden actually immigration reform. But remember, the first step is going to be DACA. It has already been introduced for debate. Let's wait in the coming weeks what is going to happen. Okay, let me stop sharing and let me go back. I am back right here. And what is going on right now? What is going on right now is that we are waiting for debate of the bill, and I'll keep updating you as we progress, as we have development of this bill, the DREAM Act, which is specific to DACA recipients, and I'll be updating you. Please comment, let me know what you think. Trust me, I will go back to those comments and I will go back and I'll be answering your questions, okay? And the last thing I wanted to share with you is about this, the 46th president, Biden. Biden has finally said in his own words that the refugee cap has been raised to $125,000 a year, starting with the new fiscal year, which is going to start in October. The government fiscal year starts in October. So October 2021 to September 2022, that's the fiscal year. So the refugee cap has been raised. So it's going to basically start there. Okay, let me share with you what the 46th president of the United States has said in his own words yesterday. So it looks like yesterday I missed a lot of things when I was trying to talk about those marriages and giving you some great tips. I missed those information. It came late, so I was already tired with the day. So that's why I'm catching up this morning so that I can go back to my day as usual, answering your phone calls and working on your cases and stuff like that. So let me share the screen with you again. Okay, let me share the screen with you again. If you can hear me, please say yes, you can hear me. I think I'm speaking a little louder, so I'm pretty sure you can hear me. So let me share the screen again. Let me go back so you can hear from the 46, okay? So let me go back, share the screen. Okay, let me go here.
I'm approving an executive order to begin the hard work of restoring our refugee admissions program to help meet the unprecedented global need. It's going to take time to rebuild what has been so badly damaged, but that's precisely what we're going to do. This executive order will position us to be able to raise the refugee admissions back up to 125,000 persons for the first full fiscal year of the Biden-Harris administration.
Okay, so stop sharing. Let me go back. I am back, guys. This is it. Okay, you hear it yourself. The refugee cap has been raised to 125,000 compared to the way it used to be 15,000 under Trump. 125,000, it's a lot. I keep saying 150,000, but now we have the correct number, which is 125,000. Okay, 125,000 refugees starting at the fiscal year, federal government fiscal year start on October 1st. So which means October of this year, that's when they're gonna actually start raising the cap. That's when we'll see a lot of refugees coming. But if you go to that video, the bigger version of it, because he had a conference, I guess a press conference where he spoke about foreign policy for about 25 minutes. He actually said, if you listen to it, he actually said that he's going to direct the Department of Homeland Security and the Department of State to start actually putting that program together already, meaning putting money together to have a structure. Remember, they said that they are going to open a lot of refugee centers abroad. You know, when you're a refugee, you go to a center to apply, and then that's when you get from there, they bring you here in the US. And the way it works, if it's still the same, I remember, they'll pay for your ticket, but when you come here, start working and start paying back the money, okay, for your ticket. That's for refugee program. That's how it used to work. I'm not sure if it has changed, but basically that's how it works. And they are going to open a lot of centers so that people who are qualified as refugees will be able to apply. And remember, the cap has been raised. You heard it yourself from the 46th president of the United States. So Biden said it himself that he's going to raise the cap, and he already signed the executive order about it. And that's not questionable because he already signed. The cap is going to be at 125,000 per year, starting with this federal government fiscal year. So that was two main things that I wanted to share with you guys. The first one was about DACA recipients. The bill has been formally introduced for debate. Okay, anytime now it's gonna pass to Congress, to the House, and then go to the Senate, voted, pass, and then signed by the president and becomes law anytime soon, anytime now, because it has been formally introduced for debate. Okay, I will keep updating you on that particular bill. And not to mention that this bill has support from both parties. Both parties are supporting this bill, meaning that this is a great idea. You guys, as I said it, you guys have like the DACA, the dreamers. You guys have a lot of positive, more than me. I'm a positive person, but you DACA, I'm just gonna give you a thumbs up, okay? You guys have been perseverant, like persistent, persevering. You guys fought all the way to the Supreme Court. You guys challenged the Trump administration. Remember, Trump stopped DACA recipients from applying. Under Trump, he started, I guess, back in 2017. New applicants were not, they were not taking new applicants, okay? But you guys fought. You guys fought until the Supreme Court reversed the Trump, the Court of Appeal decision, and the DACA was fully restored. And now you guys are going all the way to the next level with a pathway for U.S. citizenship. And that's going to be in two parts. Eligible candidate will be able to apply immediately for the green card, and some candidate will get first a conditional green card. In other words, conditional green card, like a temporary legal status first before applying for the green card, and then it was citizenship. So the bill is still the same as the 2001 bill. You can Google it, Dream Act, to know. I just show you. That's what they say. It's still the same. If I see the one that have been introduced yesterday, I'll come back here and I'll talk about it again in details. But they said it's the same, meaning it's just the same. Okay. So this is my takeouts for today. What can you think about it? So the way to look at it is this: if something can pass, it means another thing can pass. So we're starting with DACA. I know you guys don't come after me. Don't come after me. We're starting with DACA. If DACA passes, then some other people too will, it's going to pass for some other people, okay? So DACA is the first breakthrough. If DACA passes, which I believe because of the support that DACA has and the persistence that DACA people have, oh, trust me, those are the best, to be honest. Like they went all the way to the Supreme Court. So, the persistence, the support they have, this bill shall pass and it becomes law. And the way to look at it, if you have a child that is under DACA, you have to be happy, because if your child become a U.S. citizen, they can petition for you. So it's a win-win either way for people who have children under DACA, especially if the child is already past 21, because I know some individual personally that their children are on DACA and they're going on for higher education, and they're working, very stable, working, they already past 25. If this bill passes, the mom or the father will benefit in terms of, once the child becomes a citizen in 3 years, then they can petition for the child, for the parent, because the parents have no legal status as of now, especially if you've been waiting, let's say, for 7 years. But now that your child becomes a U.S. citizen after 3 years, and the petition for you is still one way to go, because we don't know when this big reform will pass. But it's a good way to look at it. You have to be looking at things with different perspective, okay? For people who actually have children under DACA. If your girlfriend or your boyfriend is under DACA, it's time to be good in good terms, okay? I'm telling you, I'm here to give you some strategy, guys, okay? I'm not playing. I'm here to give you some real strategies. If you have a boyfriend or you have a girlfriend who is under DACA and you have no legal status at this point, and your girlfriend is under DACA, it's time to start repairing those amend those relationships, because if your girlfriend or your boyfriend gets that DACA, if that bill passes, which I believe really 85% of chance of passing, a lot of support. And looking at the history of DACA, a lot of support. I mean, we can tell that this bill will pass. And if this bill passes and you have a girlfriend or a boyfriend who is under DACA, trust me, they become a U.S. citizenship, then this marriage thing is going to work for you too, because you've been together already, girlfriend and boyfriend. Maybe it's time to marry them. I'm telling you, maybe it's time to just marry them and be done with it, so that when they get their the U.S. citizenship, they can really petition for you, and you can get your green card too instead of waiting. Okay? Or maybe once they get their green card, you marry them. Remember, with green cards too, you can marry somebody and they can get a green card as well. So, and some people are eligible to get green card immediately. Just look at it like that. 1 year only, the person gets a green card, you already married them. You too, perhaps the next year, you too can get your conditional green card and start working and start living your dream and go after what you really want. So it's time to start amending those relationships. Come on, be in good terms with your girlfriend, boyfriends that is on DACA. It's time to really start amending those relationships. And remember, I already talked about marriage. And remember, this is the month of February. What they call it, what again? Valentine's Day is coming, and good things can happen. You can get engaged with someone who has DACA, and you guys can get married, and you can solve your problem. Remember, you can marry for stability, okay? And you can solve your paperwork problem. This is the way you can look at this thing. If you're not part of it, you can look at it this way. For single people, for parents, if your child is under DACA, you can look at it the way I said it before. So you have to have a lot of strategies about those bills, okay? And I'm giving you all the strategies for free, okay? Think about it. So comment below. Don't come after me, but comment below. And comment below. I'm just a messenger trying to give you the news and trying to really just give you better strategies, which good strategies that are legal, okay? So comment below, give me a like. Please share this video with someone who is on DACA. Please share it. Please do it. It's good if you do it, because you're going to help them. And if you help somebody, remember, if you do something good, the good things always come back to you. That's just how the universe works. I'm not doing no churches, but that's how the universe works. Okay, it's just law of the universe. You do good, good come to you. That's it. Okay. Thank you for being here. I know it's too early, but not really too early, because it's already 8:22 a.m. and people are starting to work, okay? So I am going to go back to my cases. It was nice talking to you. Comment below. I'll come back to those questions and answer them later on tonight. But if I have any other news, I'll come back here and tell you. But this was U.S. immigration for today. Bijou Ngwanda here, immigration lawyer in the DC metropolitan area. My email address is on the screen. Phone number is on the screen. Please call only if there is consultation, like a real case that you want to consult, not just random questions. Be mindful, please, of the time and the effort we're putting in giving you those information. So email me if you have a real consultation, and I do charge consultation fees, just to be clear. And all free informations are already on my YouTube channel. If you call me, just know that you want to do a consultation, I make an appointment, and I do charge consultation, okay? Please share, like, and I'll keep you updated. Open your mind. Watch this video again. I gave you some strategies right there, really good strategy, legal strategies, so you can apply it if it applies to you, based on those DACA thing. And we're hoping for more things to come, and this was the breakthrough, and this bill shall pass. I believe it, because it has a lot of support. Okay, I did it 33 minutes. Okay, I am signing out. Bijou Ngwanda here. I am signing out. Thank you. Thank you. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. And have a great day. And this is a weekend. Just relax, celebrate for other people, and be in a good spirit, okay? This is the weekend, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.